The Moonlit Garden Mystery. A cozy burrow at the edge of Willow Woods, there lived a small gray bunny named Benny. He had long, floppy ears that twitched at the slightest sound and a tiny pink nose that could smell a carrot from yards away. Most nights, Benny slept soundly in his warm bed of soft grass and dandelion fluff, but this night was different. The moon hung like a silver lantern in the sky, casting gentle shadows through the leaves. Just as Benny was about to drift off to sleep, his ears perked up at an unusual sound. Rustle, rustle, crunch. The noise was coming from Farmer Green's vegetable garden, where Benny often nibbled on fresh lettuce leaves during the day. What could that be? Benny wondered, his heart beating a little faster. He hopped to the entrance of his burrow and peeked out. The garden looked different at night, with moonlight painting everything in shades of silver and blue. As if answering his silent wish for company, a tiny light bobbed through the air toward him. It was his friend Flicker, a curious firefly who loved nighttime adventures. Flicker's gentle glow provided just enough light to see the path ahead. "Did you hear that noise too?" Benny whispered to his friend. Flicker blinked twice, which was his way of saying yes. The little firefly circled around Benny's head, encouraging him to investigate. Together, they ventured into the garden. Benny's paws made soft patting sounds on the cool earth, while Flicker floated silently above. The rustling sound grew louder as they approached the carrot patch. Benny's nose twitched nervously, and he stopped to listen. Crunch, shuffle, rustle. Behind a large cabbage leaf, something was moving. Benny crouched low, his ears flat against his back. Flicker dimmed his light slightly, making sure they wouldn't be spotted. The moonlight filtered through the leaves, creating dancing shadows that made everything seem mysterious. Maybe we should go back, Benny thought, but his curiosity was stronger than his fear. He took one careful hop forward, then another. Flicker stayed close, providing just enough light to see. Suddenly, a shadow darted across their path. Benny froze, his heart thumping like a drum. Flicker buzzed in surprise, his light flickering rapidly. The shadow moved again, and this time they caught a glimpse of a bushy tail. "Hello?" Benny called out softly, finding his courage. "Is someone there?" The rustling stopped, and from behind a large tomato plant emerged a small squirrel. His fur was brown and sleek, and his bright eyes sparkled in the moonlight. He looked just as startled to see Benny and Flicker as they were to see him. "Oh, I'm sorry if I scared you," the squirrel said, his tail twitching nervously. "I'm Sebastian. I was looking for some nuts I buried here last autumn, but I seem to have forgotten exactly where they are." Benny's fear melted away, replaced by sympathy for Sebastian's predicament. "I'm Benny, and this is my friend Flicker," he introduced them. "Maybe we can help you look." Flicker Flicker brightened at the idea, creating a stronger glow that illuminated more of the garden. The three new friends began searching together. Benny used his keen nose to sniff out promising spots, while Flicker provided light from above. As they searched, they discovered other treasures in the garden. They found fresh strawberries hidden under leaves, crisp carrots peeking out of the soil, and sweet peas climbing up their trellises. Sebastian even found a forgotten stash of acorns near the garden fence. "What a wonderful surprise!" Sebastian exclaimed quietly. "Would you like to share some with me? It's more than I can eat alone." Penny happily accepted, and they all settled down for an impromptu midnight feast. Penny nibbled on a carrot while Sebastian enjoyed his acorns. Flickered ants above them, creating a gentle light show that made their little gathering feel magical. As they enjoyed their snack, other fireflies began to appear, curious about the late-night garden party. Soon, dozens of tiny lights twinkled around them, making the garden look like it was filled with stars. Back in his cozy burrow, Benny curled up in his bed of grass, feeling happy and content. He thought about how the scary rustling sound had led him to a new friend and a wonderful adventure. As he drifted off to sleep, he could see Flicker's gentle glow outside his window, keeping watch over the garden that had brought them all together. Lesson: being brave doesn't mean not feeling scared. It means being curious and kind even when you are scared.